Hi, DFOB community, welcome back. It is our quarterly message, and I'm so lucky to be here today with Carol Sheehan. She is our Director of Operations and Communications.
Hi everybody, we have some exciting things that have been happening at DFOB and we're excited to share those with you today.
Yeah, our team was really lucky to be able to attend the National Association of Service Dog Providers. And for Carol, myself, and honestly our team, it was a really eye-opening experience to better understand where the standards for service dog training are at now, but really where they're going.
What really differentiates us from all the other wonderful service dog organizations out there is because we are focused on mobility service dogs, we are like the special ops of the service dog community. I think of us as the 1% of the 1%. Our dogs are trained as many other dogs are trained, but then we take that extra step of providing those mobility needs for our veterans. We just go that extra mile and provide that service that not many other service dogs provide.
As we're always trying to elevate our standards and really go above and beyond and dig into what can best support our veterans, we've had a beautiful transition in the organization with training of our service dogs, the relationship that we build with the veterans that we're serving, and that a lot of that started with bringing Brian Pichelle on board as a veteran who served in combat, wounded Army medic, Purple Heart recipient, and really getting down to the heart and soul of the veterans that we're serving. And it really brings us to how are we working with other organizations in the community? How are we working with corporations in the community? How are we establishing our partnerships?
Through that process, we've connected with so many other wonderful organizations, whether they're veteran service organizations or other organizations out in the community that have a passion for veterans. We now are building this network that if a veteran comes to us and we can serve them with our services, that's great, but they might have additional needs that fall outside of our scope and we can refer them to another VSO. Or we might have a veteran apply that doesn't fit our criteria, but we have, hey, there's 3 other organizations you can call. So we always want to make sure we can help a veteran. If we can't help them directly, we have that network of resources that we're building, and we're finding all of those other organizations out there are so wanting to do the same thing. One of our most exciting events of the year is coming up, and that's our annual Sip and Savor, which is November 3rd from 3 to 6 p.m. And what's so exciting about it is it really brings the DFOB community together. But also we have our veteran service dog teams come in from across the country, and we have an opportunity to interact with them, and they interact with the audience and their supporters. And it just brings it all together.
And I think for our supporters in our community, it's that opportunity that we don't get because our veterans do live all over the United States, and truly see the mission in action and really seeing where your investment's going for those that are supporting us financially or through in-kind or through volunteer work or charitable giving, legacy giving, all of that, you're seeing exactly how you're saving 2 lives. I love that part of it.
This past April's DFOB Classic was a beautiful day at Bogey Hills, and seeing those familiar faces year after year, those sponsors that come back every year, those players that come back every year, it's really become a signature event for that specific golf community. It's a way for them to gather together to support our mission and have a fun day on the golf course and meet several of our veterans that we bring in for the event. It's all about serving our mission.
Late June, we were so blessed to be back in Ohio with the Charchone family. And annually, they do a truck show, Cruisin', and it really draws the whole town of Diamond, Ohio, a sea of American flags pulling into the event. Tell me how it was.
It was incredible. It was my first time attending, and we've got several veterans in that Ohio community there, and they brought their Ohio veteran friends. And the music was fantastic. The Charchone family is so engaging and welcoming, and they have such a love for the veterans. They are incredible supporters of the veteran community at large, and they have a huge part of their heart dedicated to the DFOB family and our mission.
Again, another incredibly awesome year in Diamond, Ohio, and thank you to the Charchone family. I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to put a little bit of a spotlight on what happens behind the scenes with a corporate sponsorship. And I really want to take time and highlight Kuna Food Service and the attention and love and opportunity that they have given to the Dogs for Our Brave mission.
They surprised us earlier this year, and they have such a love for our mission. They wanted to kind of go above and beyond and help spread awareness about who Dogs for Our Brave is. They took 3 of their food delivery trucks and branded them with Dogs for Our Brave. I don't know if you've seen them out on the highway, but they've got a truck in St. Louis, Chicago, Indianapolis. Just a simple way to utilize what they do on a daily basis and give us a shout out in the process. They took our mission, our branding, and they created the design, and they surprised us with that. And that was just a phenomenal experience.
Yeah, what I like also is that they put so much thought and attention that when they reach out to us, they are ready to present something and ask for final approval. And what that tells me is that the team that they have working for them is wholeheartedly invested in saving 2 lives. But they take that special moment to create really thought-provoking campaigns for us. They were able to take their ribbon cutting for their new distribution center and turn that into awareness and a fundraising opportunity for Dogs for Our Brave.
Yeah, they are very committed to giving back to the community, and we're just grateful that we are a benefactor. So there's one more person I'd like to give a shout out to. Most recently, Tully's Tap Room in O'Fallon, Missouri held their first inaugural golf tournament to benefit Dogs for Our Brave, and that was led by their owner, Jane Stamper, raised over $10,000. And we are so grateful to Jane and her love for our mission, and she is part of Team DFOB, and we can't thank her enough.
So we've covered a lot about what's happening at Dogs for Our Brave with operations and fundraising, and there's been some tremendous elevation and growth with our dog training program as well as veteran services.
So if you're interested in getting involved with Dogs for Our Brave, we encourage you to visit dfob.org.